Tonight, NARC Kenya leader Martha Karua reacts to the cabinet changes and how it pits her against former President Uhuru Kenyatta. She also speaks about a possible coalition with Gachagua, Raila's AUC bid and her 2027 presidential bid. Karua's one-on-one interview with Seth Olale also delved into abductions and kidnappings, livestock vaccines and university funding.
The latest reaction on this is in regards to what we are seeing in the political landscape. We've seen quite some proposals in terms of governance.
These random appointments violate the law because they are not done the right way. There is a way under the Political Parties Act in which a coalition can be crafted. Ruto is somebody who is operating as though the Constitution has been suspended, aided and abetted by those who are accepting, aided by ODM, by my former boss Raila, by now Uhuru and Jubilee. Because if you want to enter a coalition, do it properly, the way the law demands. For Raila, it's a bit more serious because his party was the largest opposition party in parliament and holds the public accounts, public investments committees. And by not declaring that they are now in government, they continue to hold those committees. So there is a bloodline now between opposition and government. The same for Uhuru, because Jubilee holds a significant number of members of parliament. It is the third largest in the opposition after Wiper, after ODM and Wiper. So this is creating confusion and robbing Kenyans a vibrant parliament. But this is Parliament confessing through the mouth of a Deputy Speaker that it is an appendage of the executive. So we expect the names will pass, but governance continues to be eroded. It is at its worst.
What does this tell you about your relationship with Uhuru Kenyatta?
I will not focus so much because he remains my brother and friend. Just like I say, Raila remains my brother and friend. But politically, that political direction, I beg to differ. Because you must allow everybody to act according to how they see best. And I'm saying, if they are informed by a genuine desire, imagining that because of joining him, Ruto will be any different, I am telling them they are totally mistaken and they have misread the man.
Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, would you talk to him?
I have not talked to him. He has not sought me out, but I cannot rule out talking to anybody. He's not my enemy. Kenya has one common enemy called William Ruto and his regime, and we better be focused as Kenyans. But the fact that I have not sat down with him doesn't make him my enemy. He may have done things that irritated or annoyed me, but that's life. People can always fix the broken. But at the moment, we are not talking. He's operating in his sphere. I'm in mine. And we also have brothers whom we have differed politically, like Raila. And even Uhuru's latest move, that's a political, a difference in political. But they remain my brothers and my friends.
Did Uhuru Kenyatta consult or even consider you for a position?
No, he didn't consult me, but how would he consider me for a position he doesn't have? I am not part of the begging bowl for positions, and it must be very clear to everybody and to Kenyans. I am not a job seeker. I would not go looking for a job in a crumbling house. You remember that even Uhuru himself had offered me a position in 2017 and I declined. I am not a job seeker. I offer myself for election out of a genuine desire to serve Kenya and to help fix the broken in our house, our collective house called Kenya.
The president says that it's in a bid to unify the country.
Do you unify by marginalizing? you sit down, he had the opportunity when the Gen Z pushed him and he dissolved cabinet, he had the opportunity to sit down. But it's quite clear that he does not want to change. He wants to hoodwink and is just, confusing to buy more time.
When you say who do you refer to?
When you make appointments randomly, those appointments are likely to be imbalanced and therefore will end up marginalizing sections. Like I saw Kenya Human Rights Commission pointing out rightly that there is no gender balance and appointing because people from several parties to parliament doesn't unify the country.
Are you saying
because
nothing will change in terms of
nothing
the economic situation?
Will change. If you continue plundering, continue misallocating the resources, firstly, to your needs, to your fancy travels, to pamper the political elite, amassing sham millions, billions, which it is now emerging are in certain accounts and are not readily available to serve the people. No wonder Shah Chief is not able to pay for the people who are in need. You can see that we are kept constantly busy. The cow is now emaciated. If he is not stopped, this country will be destroyed.
The cow needs a vaccine.
Oh, the vaccine. That vaccine, why? Let's first ask a question. Why would anybody dream of mass vaccination of cows without explaining? I think in his mind, William Ruto sees himself as an emperor. So all he needs is a decree. So he comes up with a decree, and your cows will all be vaccinated. He gets very mad when you ask why. Because people need an explanation. In the budget, there is no money for vaccination. Where are you going to get the money? And if that money is available, why not for health? Why not for paying interns? There are many, many ways of doing it, and I'm not going to prescribe. But Kenyans must come together. Did Kenyans ever foresee that Gen Z, without a written memorandum, just postings on social media could cause a shift, a seismic shift in politics? And that shift, we are still hearing the tremors.
The court has termed the university funding model unconstitutional.
It is. And even though the court did not direct, common sense, which doesn't appear to be common to William Ruto and his regime, demands, when the court invalidates, there was no vacuum before, there was a funding model. So where are we? We are at the old funding model. Do not tell us there will be a crisis in January. Fund the students the way they were funded before.
Even in your closing remark, as you face the camera.
I'm shy to say Merry Christmas because not everybody can make merry. Not everybody has enough to eat. Not everybody has shelter. And what with the recent demolitions in Nairobi and other parts of the country, I can only wish Kenyans a blessed Christmas and ask that we share the little we have with those we come across in our usual spirit of sharing, and that we reflect during this holiday season and remember that we have to stand together as Kenyans to fix the broken system, to stop our republic from being completely decimated.
Do you support Raila for his AUC bid?
I have no vote in AU. We wish him well, that's where it ends.
And this is where our interview with Honorable Martha Karua also ends. Thank you so much for watching.